Today, we will show you a stunning touristic village right on the Costa Blanca, Valencian community, Spain. The place between the mountains and the Mediterranean Sea. The place with no paid parking spots, no traffic lights, and biggest quality of life of the whole region. Which place it is?
Welcome back to the channel Spain Unlocked. My name is Anna and today we will show you one of the best areas to live around Benidorm town.
We are situated on the entrance towards Albir. There are several ways to get here, either from the national road, from the typical road connecting Benidorm with Albir, or even from a highway, A7, that connects all the Valencian community and the area of Alicante. In any case, it is comfortable to get here. Once you arrive to Albir, you can immediately see the difference with the nearby cities and towns. All the houses here have maximum 5 floors, not more than that. No giant skyscrapers. And there is plenty of natural light and sunshine. And that is because houses here and overall buildings do have a separation between them. Plenty of services are waiting for you nearby. First of all, the public transport that you've just seen, there is a bus number 10 that connects this area with Altea and Benidorm. Obviously, real estate companies that publish their best options in Albir. Don't worry, we will let you know the prices for purchase and for a long-term rent here towards the end of today's video. But don't scroll towards the end. There's aesthetics, body, facial, medicine, even surgery, facial plastics, and different types of aesthetics treatment. There's a private clinic for those who have a private health insurance, but honestly, we use the places nearby. But before, we have this loveliest, and it's one of a kind, only one florist shop here in Albir. Quite exclusive, very good flowers, great for gifts, for bouquets, for weddings, and different types of events. Talking about the health, back again, slightly going backwards, we have right next to us, around 10 minutes by car, maybe even less, we have a private hospital that works with private insurances. And it also works just paying for consultations and treatments, which is the IMED Levante Hospital. There's also another private hospital in Benidorm, which is HCB Benidorm. There's private clinics and many, many more. The public hospital is situated in Villajoyosa, which is around 17-minute drive from here. And if you don't want to drive, there's also public transport such as tram, which is more or less like a metro that will allow you to go comfortably from here towards Benidorm and Alicante and even up till Denia town. So as you can see, public transport towards all the main facilities and other towns is working quite well in our region. Plenty of businesses, especially cafeterias, bars, and restaurants. Overall, this is a touristic village. However, many of us live here a whole year long. There's also shops for accessories, clothing, shoes, branded shops such as Boss, Tommy Hilfiger, Armani, and other different types such as Antoni Morato. And right there in front, there was a place for a public Sundays market, which is where you're able to get plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables. However, we recommend to go to Altea's market or in Alfaz del Pi because that's where it's going to be slightly cheaper than here in Albir. Nearby, we have plenty of areas that are residential, and this part right here, everything that goes towards the mountain, towards the natural park of Sierra Helada, mostly are houses. These can be detached, semi-detached villas, chalets, how they call it here in Spain, bigger, smaller ones, a little bit of everything. But this is the purely residential area with just a little bit of touristic apartments and 1 or 2 hotels. This is where many families live, and it is an authentic luxury, honestly, to live in this specific part of Albir because prices here are really, really sky high. Some of these buildings, some of these houses are slightly older. Albir isn't too old. It's been created after Altea, after Benidorm. So many of these buildings have maximum 20 years, 30 years. And before, this area was something that no one wanted. But boy, things change over decades' time. Now Albir is an authentic claim, and it is one of the most desired places to live in the whole area of Costa Blanca. This part towards the mountain, as usual, are all the houses. And now we're heading back to the main avenue to continue exploring. Meanwhile, we can let you know about the property prices in this particular place. By the way, Albir is a part of municipality that is called Alfaz del Pi, which is why whenever you search for properties, a lot of the times you will see that it's Alfaz del Pi, but actually it's this part, which is the beach of Albir. Here, there's quite a few properties that you might encounter in this area, and the main issue is that these are not the cheapest ones. The cheapest place that you would be able to purchase here is a small 42 square meters, one-bedroom apartment in Albir, which is in the mountainside. And this costs 139,500 euros. Meanwhile, you're able to see which kind of businesses are here nearby, such as supermarkets and much, much more. After one-bedroom apartments, which are quite a lot of them here in the area, but obviously the typical and usual price will be around 170,000. Having something for less than that is quite rare in this case. The good thing is that almost all the buildings here, they do have swimming pool nearby and gardens of the community that they belong to, because these are closed residential buildings. Two-bedroom apartment, the cheapest one is right here in front of us, right next to all these shops. And it is a two-bedroom, 62 square meter, third floor, which is pre-last floor with garage included, by the way. And it costs 200,000 euros right here on the main avenue of Albir in the building in front of us. There's also brand new buildings such as these ones. These are called Dolphin Natura. These are brand new residential complexes, which once again have 4 or 5 floors maximum, that have tennis courts, shops inside, spa, gym, gardens, different areas for leisure and activities, but a lot of them will be rented out short term, so it might not be the best option in case you're willing to have something quieter, which overall Albir is. It is a very quiet place. It is recommended for families with children, for those who just want a quieter life in this area, even though it is still touristic, but it's a quality tourism. People are coming here to relax, to enjoy, and there's no trouble. There's no nightclubs as it is. There are some pubs here, lounge style areas, but apart from that, everything is quite quiet here. 3-bedroom apartments are available in Albir starting from 255,000 euros, and it dropped 5,000 already. And this also has a garage included, wooden floors, incredible apartment, trust me. From here, there's also some 4-bedroom apartments. These are not as common as you might think. These are mostly houses here in the area, but some apartments are also a possibility. This one here is the cheapest one, 4-bedroom apartment with garage included. 4 bedrooms, 110 square meters, fully refurbished apartment on the first floor with elevator, obviously. 339,500 euros. This is how much a 4-bedroom apartment would cost in our area. Obviously, there's also other types such as attics or a duplex. These types of apartments tends to be on the last floor, and the cheapest one that you can get is an apartment duplex of 235,000 euros, which looks more like a bungalow, 2 bedrooms, 66 square meters. A proper attic, which is the last floor, 2 bedrooms, 122 square meters, would cost you 319,000 euros. Very, very spacious, wide. It says that it's 2 bedrooms, but then in the announcement it says 3. So probably it might be between 2 and 3 bedrooms here. And obviously the most expensive properties here are houses. Houses usually cost way more than apartments because they are in a quieter area. For example, the cheapest house that you could find is this bungalow of 250 almost 1,000 euros, 2 bedrooms, 60 square meters, then followed by 275,000 euros, 4 bedroom, 100 square meters bungalow, which is not an independent house. Okay, it's a bungalow style, but still it is quite big. Independent houses do obviously cost slightly more, from 300,000 euros, 3 bedrooms, 116 square meters. These ones actually are quite nice, and like this we could go up to several millions of euros to live in this perfect and gorgeous place. One of the most expensive properties, right, with these spectacular sea views, cost here 6.5 million euros. A luxury villa right by the seashore inside of this natural park of Sierra Helada. Slightly less cheaper options are 3,250,000 euros, villa of 4 bedrooms, but once again, something unites them all, and this is the gorgeous, spectacular view of the Mediterranean Sea from the natural park. This was the possibility to purchase something here in Albir. However, what if you're planning to rent something? Is there any kind of possibility in the area? And yes, there actually is. 1 bedroom apartment here would cost from 850 euros a month, 55 square meters. 3 bedroom apartments are available here from 1,200 euros a month, with the garage included, 100 meters from the sea directly. Some of the rentals of 2 bedrooms are rentals with the purchase option, which is this one right here, 1,300 euros a month. Obviously, you would need to pay more or less a 10% maximum of the entry fee to sign the rental contract, and then you would pay the remaining amount monthly, and it will be deducted from the total amount that you will be paying. 2 bedrooms, 70 square meters, 1,300 euros a month. Obviously, these are 1, 2, 3 bedroom apartments. These are for rent. A lot of these places, they are sadly short-term rentals, which means that these are available for less than a year, or a lot of the times these are available just for a few summer months, which is mostly the case of the attics. There is no attic for a long-term rental, sadly, any longer in this area. As for the houses, these are also an option, though these are minority. Many of them are also in a short-term rent, or for example from September to April, like this one, which is 3 bedrooms, 112 square meters, garage included obviously, very modern, nice looking detached house, 1,500 euros a month. Long-term rental, 1,800 euros a month, 3 bedrooms, 170 square meters. And then obviously there's other types of houses like independent ones. that would cost already from this amount onwards, like 1,950 euros. Independent house of 3 bedrooms, 168 square meters. These houses tend to have their own private swimming pool. Newly built properties here would cost from 2,000 euros, like this one, 2,400 euros. 3 bedrooms, 143 square meters, and more. And obviously, it's all worth the price a lot of the times, especially have views like these whenever you wake up. From here, we are heading towards the interior part of our village. This is the more residential area already, although there's still some tourism, obviously. There's some Roman rests and like ruins of a typical Roman Empire house. There's a golf court right here nearby. There's plenty of quality restaurants, bars, and cafeterias. There's at least 5-6 pharmacies, 5-6 supermarkets, and 100% ecologic and bio one, which is opening right now. Plus, there's a public school. There's 2 private schools in 10-12 minutes drive from here. There's a health center, there's banks, there's shops, there's plenty of services, everything you might need and more in this specific area in Albir. Obviously, it is one of the most expensive destinations to relocate to Costa Blanca or Valencian community. However, the truth is that it is absolutely worth it. There's plenty of plants, flowers, trees here, a lot of nature. We're surrounded by it. This is an ideal place if you want quality, safety, and a quiet life, but at the same time, be right next to all the main facilities and all the services that you technically would need if you want to live here on a permanent basis. There's quite a big international community in Albir, which means that obviously there's many people that are coming from Scandinavian countries. There's many people from Germany, from Eastern European countries, from US, Canada, from European countries in general. But all of these people, they're searching for a quality life, for a great weather, sunny weather, protected from storms by the mountains that are surrounding us. And obviously, this is something that is sadly paid for. Thus, this area is not the cheapest one, definitely, to be able to relocate. But many of us think it's still worth it. Just look at this beauty. This is what Albir looks like. And there's only a few thousands of us living here, but overall, one of the best places we've ever seen in our region to live and to relocate.
As you could have seen, Albir might be a touristic village, but it's also one of the biggest quality places to live, right next to Benidorm town. Stunning views, the beach, trees, plants, flowers, so many services here. Probably none of the nearby villages have the same things that we have here in Albir. You've seen the property prices and different options that are available for you here in this little town. Thank you for accompanying us in today's video. Wish you a lovely day, and we'll see you in a new video here on the channel very soon. Goodbye.